Hi, welcome back to NPA teaching. As we are already said that differentiation is a process of finding the derivative of a function. It's all about finding the rate of change of one quantity compared to another. Thus the derivative is the slope of the function which represents a change in the dependent variable due to a small change in the independent variable. In economics, we are familiar with the concept of marginals like marginal revenue, marginal product, marginal cost, etc., which are the most important concepts in the microeconomics because all the decisions are taken at margin. It is nothing but addition to something while changing another variable. Through the process of differentiation or by taking the derivative, we can find the concept of marginals. So as we said that through the process of differentiation or taking the first derivative of a given function, we can find the concept of marginals. For example, here the cost function is given where the total cost is the function of output. So the total cost function is given here, which is equal to 3q square plus 7q plus 12. Now if you want to find the marginal cost from the given total cost function, then if you take the first derivative of the total cost function with respect to q, then it will become 6q plus 7. So the marginal cost is equal to 6q plus 7. That is the first derivative of the total cost function. Now if the value of q is the output, if the value of q is equal to 3, then substitute value of q on the marginal cost, then it will become 6 into 3 plus 7, which is equal to 25. So 25 is the marginal cost. Similarly, we have the total revenue function where the total revenue is also the function of output q. So here the total revenue is given as 12q minus q square. Then if you want to find out its marginal, that is marginal revenue, then by taking the first derivative of the total revenue function with respect to output q. So it will become 12 minus 2q. So if you substitute the value of q is equal to 3, then the marginal revenue is equal to 12 minus 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. Now we have another question, that is find the marginal revenue from the following demand function and evaluate the marginal revenue at q is equal to 4. So here the demand function is given, that is q is equal to 36 minus 2p. Now we want to find the marginal revenue. For finding the marginal revenue, we want to get the total revenue function. So the total revenue function is not given here, but we can derive the total revenue function from the demand function by taking the inverse demand. So in this case, you have to solve the demand function with respect to p. So in this case, it will become 2p is equal to 36 minus q. So where p is equal to 36 q divided by 2, which is equal to 18 minus 0.5q. So if we get the p, then the total revenue is nothing but it is price into quantity. So it is p into q. So we are going to multiply the p with q. It will become 18 minus 0.5q into q. So the total revenue will become 18q minus 0.5q square. Once we received the total revenue function, we can find the marginal revenue by taking the first derivative of the total revenue function with respect to q. If you take the first derivative of total revenue with respect to q, then the marginal revenue will become 18 minus q. Now we want to evaluate the marginal revenue function at q is equal to 4. Then substituting the value of q is equal to 4, marginal revenue will become 18 minus 4, which is equal to 14. Similarly, we have the another function which is known as consumption function, where the consumption is the function of income. So the consumption function is given as c is equal to 1500 plus 0.75y. And if you want to find out the marginal propensity to consume, which is MPC, which is equal to by taking the first derivative of the consumption function with respect to y, then it will become 0.75. Thus for finding marginal propensity to consume MPC, you have to take the first derivative of a consumption function with respect to y. Now we have another question, that is we want to find out the marginal propensity to consume, that is MPC, from the given consumption function C is equal to 1200 plus 0.8 YD, where YD is the level of income which is equal to Y minus T, where T is the lump sum tax. Lump sum tax is the tax which is imposed on the taxpayer with the same amount regardless the circumstances. So with given this lump sum tax, we want to find MPC. In this case, the consumption function C is equal to 1200 plus 0.8 YD, where YD is equal to Y minus T. So C is equal to 1200 plus 0.8. Instead of YD, we are putting Y minus T, and where T is equal to 100. So it will become 1200 plus 0.8 Y minus 0.8 into minus 100, which is equal to minus 80. So the consumption function in this case is equal to C is equal to 1200 plus 0.8 Y minus 80. So if you want to find the marginal propensity to consume, in this case MPC, which is equal to taking the first derivative of the given consumption function with respect to Y. So MPC, marginal propensity to consume, will become 0.8. So in this case, the introduction of lump sum tax into the income determination model does not affect the value of MPC. See here, before introduction of the lump sum tax also, the value of MPC was 0.8, and after the introduction of MPC also, the MPC is become 0.8. So that's why we are saying that the imposing lump sum tax into the income determination model does not affect the value of marginal propensity to consume. Now instead of lump sum tax, we are going to impose the progressive or proportional taxes. Then see what happened the value of MPC. So here the consumption function is given, that is 2000 plus 0.9 YD, where YD is equal to Y minus T. So here the T is the proportional or progressive tax, which is equal to 300 plus 0.2 Y. And now we want to find the MPC. So the consumption function, which is equal to 2000 plus 0.9 YD, where YD is equal to Y minus T. And we are substituting the value of T is equal to 300 plus 0.2 Y. Then the consumption function will become 2000 plus 0.9 Y minus 300 minus 0.2 Y. So if you solve this, then consumption function is equal to 2000 minus 270 plus 0.9 Y minus 0.18 Y. So in this case, the consumption function is equal to 1730 plus 0.72 Y. Now we want to find the marginal propensity to consume. So for finding the MPC, we have to take the first derivative of the given consumption function with respect to Y. Then it will become 0.72. See here, before introduction of the proportional tax, the MPC was 0.9. But after the introduction of the proportional or progressive tax, your MPC is declined to 0.72. Let me conclude. We discussed here the applications of derivative for finding the concept of marginals, as we are already found the concept of marginal cost, marginal revenue, marginal product, and at the same time MPC, marginal propensity to consume, by taking the first derivative. Have a nice day and see you in the next video. Thank you.